Okay, today we want to talk about the rear sprocket replacement on Classic 500. If you notice on this particular sprocket, it is missing one tooth. Problem with this drum type rear sprockets, the material is not so good. It will give you about 15 to 20,000 kilometers per sprocket. So to start with, you have to remove this quarter pin. Okay, this is an old school system. So you have to pull this out. There you go. Next, loosen this castle nut. 24 mm. Okay, 30 mm large nut. So to remove the rear wheel and the rear sprocket, I had to remove these two bolts from here. This is called the snail chain tensioner, which I need to remove. And then here we got 17 mm bolt, which holds the whole assembly together, which I need to remove. And then also I need to remove this brake rod. So I have actually raised the bike off the ground a bit to have a good clearance from the rear wheel, so I can do it by myself because I don't have anybody to help me. So here what I did is I put some two wooden blocks, raised the bike on my center stand. I'm loosening the brake rod nut. Next thing to do is to just push out this axle out. So just a few taps. I'm gonna remove this axle and then the wheel is going to just drop. Okay, the axle is out. That's a spacer, not to forget to put later on. There you go. That's how you remove the wheel. See, the wheel just comes off without tilting the bike anymore. So this is the cush rubber in this Classic 500, which is already worn out. There are some cracks I can see in there. So this needs to be replaced. Okay, so now the sprocket is ready to come off. I removed the bolt from the other side already. Okay, there you go. Oh, that looks all rusty. And then here is our brake shoe. It's still thick, so I'm just going to just clean it up, spray some brake cleaner, lube these joints, and then put that back. Okay, we're gonna remove this one. That's the brake shoe part. We're gonna clean it up. And this is the old sprocket. We need to remove this thing. So rubber mallet, a few taps. Actually only one tap, it comes off. That's the spindle, the axle spindle, which has to go to the new one. Okay, so we keep that there. Now we have to remove the spacer. This also has to go in there later. Now we have to push out this rubber seal because we have to reuse this rubber seal. The new sprocket does not come with the rubber seal or bearing. So I'm gonna put a new bearing on the new one, but the rubber seal I have to reuse. So to push it out, what you need to do is just to take a large socket. This is about 32 mm. Just put it there. Use a rubber mallet and then gentle taps, it will go out. See that? See, the rubber seal is already out. This is what we want to reuse, so that goes into the new sprocket. The bearing on this one, I don't need to reuse this anymore because I'm going to replace with a brand new bearing. Anyway, I will just remove it so we can see. Okay. Yeah, this is the bearing, the older bearing. It's a little bit tight, so we don't want to reuse at all. Okay, now to push the new bearings in, I'm going to use the old bearing. on top and then give it a few taps, gentle taps. Gradually that will go in, see. That's the rubber seal with some grease on it, goes back in. Just push it. Already nice and set. The rubber seal is already in there. Next thing I need to do is to put this spindle through here. Okay. So that goes in. Just give it a little press. Maybe a tap. Okay, that's good. It's already in. Now, not to forget to put this spacer. Okay, so that's ready to go, set. Now, this part we need to clean it with a brake cleaner. Okay, that's in. Now, this small washer goes in here, the spacer. And then the bolt, the nut. Next thing, feed the chain. Okay, then give it a roll. Next thing, we can put the rear wheel in. So let's go to the other side again and then we will install the wheel. Okay, before we install the wheel, I almost forget, we have to change this also, the push rubbers. So we have to remove the old one, just pry it out using a screwdriver. There you go, that's it, gone. Very simple, just put the new one back in. This is very important because this is what actually drives the wheel when it connects to the sprocket. So this holes needs to be fitting tight and snug. We have removed one small spacer from here. It needs to go back right where it belongs, that's here. And then we are going to roll in the wheel inside. Okay, the wheel is already in. Next task is to align it with the sprocket and the hub. Okay, it's already aligned. This came out, the small spacer, and this one, the big spacer goes in between. Now, time to put the axle. So together with the axle, we also need to put this one, the snail. So insert, and then the axle will go through the hub. Okay, that's good. Very nice. Went in just one push. We'll put it in the slot just for safety. So Mona, we are going to the other side now. Time to put this snail back on. Now to put this large 30 mm nut. When you want to change the tire or you have a vulcanizing problem, you don't need to remove all of those. You only have to remove the axle nut and the wheel will come off. The chain assembly, the sprocket assembly, everything just stays on the bike. Just the wheel can be removed. So that's a good thing about it, but it's a little complicated. So the aligning the chain on this is a slightly tricky thing because of this snail style adjuster. Okay, that's good. Now the crown nut or the actual axle nut which goes in. Now this pin will go in. If you tap. Okay, the pin is in. You have to just bend it a little bit so it will not come off. Now to tighten this 17 mm bolt, not to forget. Next, one more thing to do, to put back the brake rod in place and tighten. So the brake. Okay, the brakes are good. Now to remove it from the lifted position. Oh shit. Okay, good. Hey. So yesterday when I was working on the bike, the wheel was moving even with the brake is completely engaged. So now we already changed the push rubber along with the rear sprockets. They did everything in one job. Now have a look if the wheel is moving when the brake is fully applied. Tingnan natin. Buhay natin konti. Okay. The brake is fully applied now. I'm just using my hand, and then see there is no movement at all. So this means the wheel is correctly fitted and the push rubber is new, so there is no movement from the wheel. Yun, that's it. So I hope this bike is now ready for my travel this weekend. We have done everything I can do. We changed the rear sprocket, we changed the sprocket bearing, we changed the push rubber, changed both tires. Also we changed the ignition coil last week. So good to go. Hopefully we're gonna have a good time this weekend.